I have the white limit line to my left. I can see it tracing forward from my speaker box. Similarly, from my right knee and my right thumb on the steering wheel, I can look forward to the center of my windshield wiper, and I see that that sits just inside the curb line. The width of my steering wheel, the width of my feet spacing, and the width of my windshield wiper become my reference points, so I can feel that my body, my car fit together through tighter spaces. Hey, it's Jacqueline, and we're going to spend the next 10 minutes doing some exercises to perfect our lane position. Before we get started, take a moment to like and subscribe, and be sure to check out the link below to the Zutobi app. You'll find all the answers to any last-minute questions you might have as you prepare for your permit or your driving test. When I'm thinking about lane position, I'm thinking about how my car fits within the boundaries that are provided for me. And I can see that really clearly here in my parking spot. I have the white limit line to my left. I can see it tracing forward from my speaker box, and right below my speaker box is my left foot. So I'm positioned to use my left foot to guide me inside my left boundary lines. In my left mirror, I can see my back door handle parallel to the white line. And so that gives me a little bit more confirmation that I'm set perfectly just inside my boundary. Similarly, from my right knee and my right thumb on the steering wheel, I can look forward to the center of my windshield wiper, and I see that that sits just inside the curb line. So again, I have this sense that the width of my legs and the width of my steering wheel keeps me within the width of my boundary. And when I look in my right mirror, I get confirmation that I'm in the correct position because I can see both door handles parallel to the white curb, and I have a nice space. In this position, I can see and feel that I'm correctly spaced. And my goal is to take that understanding of spacing and move around in different road settings. This first road is nicely marked with these boundary lanes and even these poles that help me understand the right boundary. But here with this car over the boundary line, I give a little bit of room, and then I come back to center on my stop stamp. By understanding the size of my car, I can be flexible with necessary and give folks more room if they need it. But I also want to come back and really understand how to be small and only take up the amount of space allotted for me. For example, on this right turn, I have to make my turn inside the double yellow boundary line, but I also have to understand my space from the parked cars on the right. For me, the width of my steering wheel, the width of my feet spacing, and the width of my windshield wiper become my reference points, so I can feel that my body, my car fit together through tighter spaces. And that's very helpful on roads like this where there's no center line, but to safely navigate these curves with limited visibility, I have to make sure that I'm on my side of the road and that I leave space to the left for other traffic. Understanding the width of my car is also important when I'm making turns. For the right turn, I guide myself a little bit to the right, so when I begin my turn, I can continue adjusting the wheel to the right, hug the corner, and land on top of my stamps parallel to my limit line, positioned to continue straight, fitting in my space away from the parked cars. I just wanted to pop in and give my highest recommendation to the Zutobi driving app. They've helped so many of my students who are feeling anxious about the driving test to do the final prep they need to pass the permit. Zutobi has simulations, additional content, videos, everything that a new driver or a parent needs to help guide learning to drive process. If you're looking for a great resource to help you or someone you love prepare for their permit, the Zutobi app is where it's at. I'm going to turn left at this intersection, and from our parked spot, we've driven on roads that are clearly marked, and this is another one that is marked for safety. The double yellow line means extra caution. The bumped boundary is in case anybody touched it, they would be able to feel and hear that they were outside of their safe zone. And to travel safely on different road conditions, we have to understand the width of our car and practice maneuvering it in different challenging spaces. And if we use the left foot to track the midline of our lane, sometimes marked by just a blue dot in the center of the road, sometimes with a sewage circle, or sometimes just with the darker ridge where the darker asphalt and the lighter asphalt meet. But we want to track some visual to help us stay in our lane so that when we arrive at intersections like this T intersection, I can be in my proper position just in case there were other cars sharing the lane with me. The wider and more well-marked a road is, the easier it is to follow. But we can also follow unmarked roads just by understanding the space we take up and the visuals that help us maintain our lane position. We always want to stay small just in case there's oncoming traffic. And our goal is to land on our stamps, which is another reminder that we are only taking up the width of our car. We never want to be outside of our boundary lanes because we understand how that affects other people who are sharing the road with us. So as I'm turning those corners, I'm going out and around so that I don't touch the yellow reflective dots. I have the visual of the width of my windshield wiper and the feeling of the width of my knees and my thumbs. And then I have the reminder of the stop stamps. And all of those things together help me develop my understanding of the size of my car, and it helps give me an understanding of how I can fit. And when the road is nicely painted like this, it's easy to see how I fit between my boundary lines. And also, I can go off on any road I want, just keeping my understanding and traveling safely, even between tighter spaces. Running a driving school isn't easy. Between high operating costs, managing student requests, and delivering top-notch instruction, it's a lot. Zutobi Instructor helps smooth out your day-to-day operations with features like automated scheduling and online payments. You'll also get our best in the nation in-class and online curriculum with engaging videos, immersive driving simulations, and more. Driving schools all over the country are already making the switch and loving the results. It's super simple to get started. Visit Zutobi.com to book a demo or click the link in the description. So if you're used to driving with experienced drivers, you have already been with people who know the size of their car. When they drive around, they have developed this sense of the front right of the car and the front left of the car, even though no one can see the front left and right from the driver's position. It really is a footprint experience that you develop with your feet as your lead, and then you think about your knees and the direction they're pointing, and then you think about your thumbs, and next thing you know, you have a perspective that you can pass by vehicles, you can travel safely in mixed spaces, sharing the road with others. And if all else fails, you just look for the little bit of blue that's centered, and that gives you a perspective. Your perspective being how to pass by safely in your lane with large vehicles and parked cars. And understanding the size of your car is very helpful for parking as well. So you can understand how to park parallel and next to a curb, for example, without bumping it. Thanks for checking in to do this quick 10-minute review about how to get a feeling of the width of your car, your lane position, and how once you have that understanding, you can drive in well-marked roads or roads where you're just really doing the best you can to stay on your side. Have a great rest of your day and keep practicing. The more you drive, the more comfortable everything will feel. Take care. Bye-bye.